Okay, welcome everyone to our Sunday meditation. My name is Elisha Goldstein, and just taking a moment to for me to thank you for being here to be part of this global community, and also just take a moment and really thank yourselves for taking this time out of whatever your mind said you could or should be doing, just really for your own sense of health and well-being, and sense of caring about yourself, a sense of loving yourself on this day. So much obviously going on right now, and so I just want to welcome everyone that's here. And speaking of that, let's get a sense of who's here. So we have just again this global community. I always like to kind of do a little round robin here, just so everyone can get a sense of the world that's here, everyone here. And so we have Adelaide from Portugal, and we have Laguna Beach back out here. We have the northeast over from where I am anyway, in Halifax in Canada. We have more people in LA, and we have Christina from Germany, and Nan from LA as well, and Rivka from Jerusalem. So just getting a sense as you're hearing these different cities and countries, and and we have Switzerland and JL from Switzerland. We have Gary with the Mad Meta from San Jose. Thanks, Gary, for bringing that. Susan, we have UK. I'm also feeling exhausted, she said. Robin from the north of me in Port Orchard and of Washington. And Lisa in Santa Monica. And so just kind of getting a sense here. More people from Toronto, from Canada, and more people from the UK and East Coast of the United States. And more from the UK and Michigan and New Haven, Connecticut. So from the East Coast of where I am, and beautiful. And I love actually seeing, by the way, people starting to recognize each other. We have, people, Pamela saying hi, Mara, and other people saying it's good to recognizing Gary for the Mad Meta and saying that always makes me smile. And wonderful. We have Dorothy from Riverside, and just listening to this. So we have the UK, we have Central Europe, we have Israel, and we have all over the United States and Canada, and East Coast New York City, and yeah, so beautiful. Okay, and Jersey Shore is also recognizing something that's true for many people here. If any people here are parents of kids of any kind, it says really sure, really need you today. Tomorrow starts first day of distance learning. I never did it before. I'm totally unprepared and I'm stressed out, and I can't wait to just chill with you. Beautiful. Yeah, and you're not alone in that at all, not even for a second. So many people feeling that same thing. Okay. Just want to recognize, and I said this has been quite a week. Before we just kind of get started, that we started off, for many of you may have been a part of this. We started off with a week of a masterclass I did, which is still available for everyone to watch if you didn't make it to that, on overcoming anxiety naturally. We spent like an hour and a half together with hundreds of people over the world, kind of doing this, and I think we ended that one with a big hug. I love that. And then, which is so healing, by the way, and something we all really need. And then we moved on to the opening of this, program that, again, hundreds of people are in again right now, called 21 Days to Overcoming Anxiety Naturally. People are in there, really enjoying that and getting some relief from that fairly immediately. And then we had this incredible sound bath, which, again, if you didn't take part in that sound bath, again, that's available to you. That's just free. You can go to you can either find it in the Mindful Living Collective if you're in there, or you can find it on my YouTube channel. It's up there. And that was Michael and Jonna Perricone, and and I opened up with an overview of the masterclass, and then we took Q&A afterwards, and they also introduced this new album they have called Pure Bowls of Sleep. And now we're kind of culminating with this Sunday's meditation on calming your worries. Thank you, Juliana. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you watched. Yeah, I love the masterclass. I watched the recording. Beautiful. Yeah, it's available to everyone. I know this is a time where there's a lot of anxiety. I mean, there's been studies that have come out that have said that last year at this time, 1 in 12 people in the United States anyway recognized having an anxiety, like the symptoms of an anxiety disorder, and at the same time this year, it's 1 in 3. So we know that stress and anxiety are high. I mean, it's a huge difference, by the way, from going from 1 in 12 to 1 in 3. So know that if you're feeling like elevated levels of stress or elevated levels of anxiety or anything like that, overwhelm or anything like that during this time, recognize that it's kind of natural, for a lot of people right now. And we all feel it in different times. And I also want to recognize that I've seen already some people here, I'm looking at it, who have come to these Sunday morning meditations saying, I feel totally stressed out. Saying right now that this morning I feel good. I've been reading some of what people have been saying here. And so just recognizing that anxiety also tends to have this kind of coming and going. Our worries kind of come and they go. They're not always there with the same intensity. And it's just good to notice that. And if you just map that out like in a day or over a week, and you just like on the hour, every other hour, so like, how high is my worry? I think you'd see that there'd be like a little graph that would come and go like that. And so it's not ever present, even though it might seem like that. Lori, at the end, I'll put the links up for the masterclass and stuff like that, just so otherwise it's going to get just lost in the feed. So if someone, I'll I don't want you to have to even think about it. So I will try and remember to do that and make sure that that's up. But just so you know, if you're in the Mindful Living Collective, which is it's like the world's leading shared learning community right now for mindful living and learning, it's up there too under a featured area. But I'll make sure to list it here that you can get. Okay, so let's settle in together. So I want you to take a moment and take a couple deep breaths. And you're welcome to make a sound on the exhale if that feels good. And really, you're muted. No one's listening to you. You might have people in your environment that are listening to you. You may not, but maybe you'll inspire them. But that sound on the exhale is a way of opening up your body, which is the exact opposite of what happens with stress. So just this inhaling, as loud as you need that to be, really. There's a lot we're holding in unconsciously that we just don't even know sometimes. I'll invite you to close your eyes. If you want to keep them open, that's also okay. I just highly recommend that you don't multitask during this time, that you just give yourself this gift of time just to be here. Just starting off with noticing your body. Noticing the positioning of your body, how it's positioned right now. We start off very slowly. There's so much time. We have patience with this practice. There's no need to rush into a specific meditation. We're already doing it. And so just settling in is the beginning. With your body, you're aware of the positioning of your body, and you're also aware of how your body's feeling right now, just getting a sense of that. If there's any tension or holding anywhere, it's not a bad thing. You just see if you can recognize it and either allow it to soften with your mind or do a gentle stretch and open it. Part of the process of calming our worries or just settling into being here starts through our body. Noticing where there's any holding, any tension, and Gently allow that to soften, or gentle stretch to open. Just this invitation to slow down. Permission to slow down. And also being aware of how you're feeling emotionally. What are you bringing to this moment emotionally? What's here? Noticing if there's any stress of any kind, or maybe there's a sense of calm and ease, or maybe there's a sadness or an agitation. All of it is okay. This is just a process of bringing it to awareness. If there is any uncomfortable feeling, the invitation is to care about ourselves, not to repress it or suppress it or push it away. That's why we bring it to light right now. If there's an ease or a calm that's here, then we just allow ourselves to recognize that and enjoy that feeling. And also being aware of the quality of your attention. Already in the beginning of this practice, does your mind seem scattered and distracted? And if so, that's okay too. You're just taking note of that, taking a deep breath again, sort of releasing it with the exhale. Releasing the tension in your body, releasing the cluttered and distracted mind, just almost as if it's flowing right out. Coming back to your body. Here's a period of time, just a small window of your day where there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do, there's no problems to solve, there's nothing to analyze. Just about being here with you, a sense of coming home, just this window of loving yourself. And becoming aware of your body just naturally breathing. And breathing in and just sensing the breath coming in or knowing that you're breathing in. And breathing out and just recommitting to being aware of this breath out. Allowing your body to breathe naturally in whatever way that it does, whether it's short or deep or irregular in some way. Just allow it to do what it does. In some ways, the pure attitude here is just letting be. Sensing your body breathing, taking life one breath at a time. And anytime you notice your mind drifting, thinking about this or worrying about that, and we just take a deep breath. We release with the exhale. Come back, settle in, softening your body. Allowing life, just for right now, to be this simple. This breath, breathing in, breathing out, and just letting be. Taking a moment to just expand awareness, if it's not already here, just throughout your entire body. Feeling your entire body here, breathing. So breathing in, maybe noticing how your body slightly expands or lifts. And breathing out, how your body slightly falls or contracts. Settling into this experience of your body is connected and whole. Breathing in, breathing out. Just allowing things to be just as they are. And as you're breathing, also being aware that within this body, there's this heart that's breathing. Heart that's breathing itself. It's almost like with every beat, there's a breath. This heart that represents for many of us a sense of loving or caring. It's life itself. So as you breathe in, allowing the breath to come in and almost caress your heart, acknowledging its presence. Even taking a moment, and maybe if this is right for you, recognizing that this has been a difficult time at times. And almost acknowledging that to your heart. It's as if with every breath, you're caressing your heart a little bit more, holding it, caring for it, warming it. Now I want to invite you to remember something. Try to reach back in your mind. See if you can remember a memory, an experience you had that was a really good moment. Something that you feel really grateful or appreciative for having happened. This could have been a sweet moment that you shared with another person, even just an experience over tea or coffee or food, a moment of connection. This could have been a more pivotal moment for you, a moment of a birth or a proposal of some kind, or maybe it was a single moment of accomplishment that you felt for yourself. Just reaching back, could be anything, and seeing if you can remember that moment, just choosing one. Playing it back in your mind like a movie. Who was there? What was happening? What was said? As if you were there right now. What was it about this moment that was so good? And as you're remembering it, see if you can feel it for a moment. See if you can feel that memory. Maybe even feeling so deeply appreciative that that moment happened. Now seeing if you can add on another moment. See if you can recollect again. It could be something recent, something small, something simple. A moment where you recognize what a good meal something was. Or again, another moment of connection or an accomplishment. Just remembering this moment, just choosing one. Could be anything, could be something from years ago, could be something as recent as today. And again, remembering it like a movie in your mind, allowing the color to come out. Allowing it to play in a vivid way. You may even notice as you're doing this, a smile begin to form on your heart or on your face, allowing that to be, if that's the case. Breathing in, taking in the good. Breathing out, releasing anything you're wanting to release. Feeling so appreciative that this time has happened. Taking a moment to notice how you're feeling physically, what's here emotionally right now, what's present. Again, the quality of your attention. And as you're breathing in, coming back to your breath and breathing in, again, taking in the good of this. Breathing out, considering what you're needing to release, stress, worry, anxiety, holding on to wanting things to be different as they are. This maybe doubt, self-criticism. A sense of tiredness that's there. Sometimes we want to allow that to be, sometimes we want to release that. And negative thinking, just releasing. Breathing in, taking in the good of those moments. Breathing out, relaxing, releasing, whatever it is you need to release. If you're wanting to, with the release, you're wanting to make a sound, you're welcome to do that. And also taking a moment to recognize that you're also here with hundreds of people around the world who are practicing this same practice, all at the very same time. Imagining in your mind's eye that you're actually physically present with all of these people, this global group, all wanting the same thing, to feel cared about, to feel understood, feel a sense of belonging, to bring in what's good, to release what's hindering. And as you breathe in what's good, want you to imagine as you breathe out, you're sending that same goodness, that same light to everybody here, this entire global collective. Breathing in, taking in the good for you, allowing it to fill your heart, fill your body. Breathing out, sending that same goodness, that same light to everybody here. And as you're practicing this, also realizing that you have hundreds of people around the world sending that same goodness to you. Allowing all the cells of your body to take in the light from everyone else. Breathing in your own, take it in. Breathing out as you're sending it out, recognize that you're also receiving hundreds of people's good light. And seeing if you can imagine it to spread a little bit further, even expanding from this group to everyone who is important to this group, friends, family, colleagues, allowing that network to expand and expand until it wraps around the globe. Breathing in, one for me. Breathing out, imagining this breath of light wrapping around the globe. It's as if the light of your exhalation misses nobody, misses nobody. It touches everybody and everything, soaking in the light into the cells of every being. Breathing in, one for me. Breathing out, one for everyone. So taking a moment to just bring it back to you for this final piece, recognizing how you're feeling right now, physically, what's present emotionally. How are you feeling? If there's any goodness here, if there's been any opening, even whether it's a vulnerability is good. A goodness here of some kind, you've been touched in some way, just allow yourself to simmer in that. Allowing your heart to guide your way today. Allowing the recognition of the support, the light of all the people here coming to you today. Knowing that this This collective is always here for you, and that you do belong. And so in a moment, we'll come to the end of this practice, but just allowing yourself to acknowledge as we do just this choice. We want to wrap it up with this, just this very active choice. This was a choice of yours to take time out of your daily life to be here today. So just acknowledging this act of self-love. If that word is too strong, self-care. And bringing this sense of heart and mind into the rest of your day as you begin to bring awareness to your face, gently letting the light seep through, opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers and your toes and rolling your shoulders. So if we can just share for a moment, and I know we're ending, but if we want to share for a moment, what did you notice? How are you feeling today? What did you bring in? What did you want to let go of? What did you bring in? What did you want to let go of? Welcome, Sarah. See you here. It's okay to have a hard time slowing down. Yeah, that's a hard for a lot of us, especially when our mind is so sped up by so much stimulation out there, internal and external. Yeah, so Lucan, what I would suggest to you, if when you slow down, allow space, there's more pain and negative emotion, that's not a bad thing. If on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like 8, 9, 10, then we want to kind of shift our attention to something else, distract ourselves. My teacup is overflowing. It's too much right now. I need to shift my attention. But the pain is coming out. It's almost like with a wound. You need to see the wound in order to figure out what needs to be applied. If you ignore the wound all the time, you're never going to apply the healing modality to it, like a physical wound. So that's a wound that's coming out. You're saying I'm being vulnerable. I can see a wound. It's very sensitive. And so then see if you can, if you're in the collective, I would search the term self-compassion and really see if you can apply that to it. As a regular practice, not for it to go away like that, but as a solve that you're applying daily. Something to consider. Let's see, we have, beautiful. Actively peaceful moment, Sharon said. That was beautiful. I felt a deep peace and opening of my heart, sending love to everyone. Carol, imagining exhaling goodness, put a big smile on my face. Beautiful. Great sense of calm. Thanks. Marjorie, I feel less alone, and it's so true. Valerie, feeling grief and remembering, helpful to process. Thank you, Elisha. The wound of loss, any idea? Yeah, I would also search grief and self-compassion. Yes, because you're not alone in that loss either. A lot of people, especially right now, feeling that. I will share that sound bath link. Let me get that. Naomi, I was having a difficult moment and grateful to receive today. Thank you for all your light. You were all part of my taking care of myself with compassion. Recognize that. Recognizing that you just being here helped others. Helped me to enter to the time of vacation and rest. Beautiful. Such an important time. Rest. Love thinking of good moments. So important. One forgets, and there are lots of good moments. Yeah. Thank you, Jeanette. Dorothy, I felt my body's pain. I felt my pain calm down, and I was able to take action to help my body feel better. Dorothy said, thank you. Lisa, just as we were ending the meditation, thunder clapped as if applauding the letting go. Nature approves. Beautiful. I love that. Feeling calm and hopeful. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Let me share those links for everyone. By the way, I'm going to be on a Facebook Live tomorrow with Aura Nadrich, and if you want to do that, and that's also in the collective. But let me get this for everyone here. Let's see, I'm sure it's here somewhere. Those two links. So here is the link if you haven't seen this yet. And I know many of you are actually here right now and starting these next 21 days. of overcoming anxiety naturally. Let me get you that. So you have that. People are in there right now and already experiencing relief and connection, and you're obviously welcome to that. And let me get that YouTube link for you too of the masterclass, so you can have that available to you, and also of the sound bath. And by the way, again, this is just all in the collective under featured. You can find it really easily, just like that. Okay, there's that. Get this for you. This is the Master Overcoming Anxiety Naturally Masterclass, which was a foundation for the 21-day program. And so if you are on the 21-day program, I absolutely recommend going. That's right in the program, making sure you're watching that, because that's a really good foundation. Creates a nice foundation for it. And here is the sound bath. Let me get that for you too. Here it is. Here was the this is the anxiety release sound bath. All just resources for all of you. All of these things. If you're feeling any kind of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, I absolutely recommend the 21-day program. I also recommend the free masterclass. It gives you a really nice overview and foundation if there's some things that could be really helpful. And obviously the sound bath is just like, you can put that on repeat. Just to really enjoy that. Carol said, joyful tears came to my eyes. Beautiful. Sunit, well, I'm not sure what you mean by next timetable. So we do meditations here. We do lead meditations here every Sunday morning, or Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, depending on where you are in the world, of course. So you're always welcome to them. I felt the very vulnerability. Beautiful. Thank you so much. What time tomorrow? Oh, sorry. That's what you meant by, that's what someone probably meant by that. The Facebook Live tomorrow with Aura is with me and Aura. She'll be interviewing me, and that is at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Okay. How about a community hug to wrap up? Richard, you always remind me of that. I'm so grateful to you for that. I love that. So again, the Facebook Live. Well, for the Facebook Live, just if you're in the collective, just go there. You'll find it. It'll be there. I also featured that. Okay. So here's what we do at the end of our events sometimes, and I want to encourage us all to do this. And if it feels kind of strange to you, then just kind of take a leap. Anyways, we're going to take a moment, and we are going to actually move towards our cameras. If you're on a phone, just kind of move towards your phone, and we're going to actually embrace each other. And just kind of you're going to imagine everyone doing this with you, okay? So let's do it. Okay, so take a moment, take a deep breath, and just move towards your camera, and close your eyes and see if you can imagine 100 some odd people here right now, or people at different times of day across different time zones, because people will be listening to the recording of this. And if you're listening to the recording, just feeling the connection of all the people in one large embrace. You can feel it. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow on the Facebook Live if you're going to be there. If not, see you in the 21-day program. If not, we'll see you when we see you. Stay connected. This community is here for you. Bye for now.